Hello, this is a replay from a Chinese tournament I played in. It was a team tournament and every player only played one game. It was the Chinese guys versus the rest of the world. And I think, yeah, we go the rhino spec. The marksman spec was also playable. And this guy is the... Before he had the red-haired guy picture, if someone remembers him. I haven't played this player in a long time, but the info I got before the game was that he really likes to go Vulcans. And I wasn't very thrilled about the steel ball opening, because I kind of don't know how it will match against the Vulcan. Like, does it work if I just commit to it? I have no clue. And here, why I deploy the balls here is that the first rounds are a lot better, because the balls will tank the tanks and fangs, so the crawlers will connect. And usually the fangs and tanks are around here, so this will get uncontested. And I'm building one arc light just because it's usually good versus crawlers, but I wasn't expecting him to go double crawler this turn. But I didn't want to go all chaff versus a Vulcan player. And usually this kind of opening is very indicative of a giant. Like, if you go heavy chaff without any clear, it's usually Vulcans. You can do something else, but that's usually what happens. And this is a good deployment spec card for me. I'm already expecting the Vulcans here because of the past information and because he deployed the two crawlers here. And versus early giants, you really want to flank, because he can't be everywhere with his giants. So the assault fang would be also good for fang summoning later. I'm already kinda thinking about going fortresses late game versus Vulcan if he goes for it. And I'm expecting him to go deployment specialist as well. That's why I'm not gonna defend against the wasp swarm. And the reason why I'm building the storms is that the storms are good versus the fangs. They are good against the sledges before they have mech raids, and if he goes mech raids, we just auto-win the game by going fortress. And it's good versus the giants that are coming. Like, I'm really expecting a Vulcan here. Let me hide the chat window. And he went for the Vulcan card, which I was not expecting, but I guess it's pretty good for a Vulcan player. And now we kind of know his game plan. It's very standard Phoenix Vulcan. He even has the card, he has the Phoenix deployed. We know exactly what's coming. We will lose the round to the Phoenix though. Our rockets can't shoot up. And I don't want to commit into the steel balls or anything. I just want to get out of them. It was my plan the whole game, because I don't want to be stuck in a territory that I don't know in a tournament. Like the steel ball versus Vulcan. I don't know how it will go. And this is perfect enhancement module. And I'm not afraid of the Rhino Assault. Every card here is so good that he never picks this right. I'm expecting him to pick enhancement module, but you never know. He can just go like heavy armor or haste module on his Vulcan. And we get out of the balls immediately, of course. We kinda need some anti-air. Wonder what I'll do here. I can't remember. He will probably put the Phoenix here, so we need fangs here. Ah, okay, now I remember. I build a melting point, and I was expecting him to build a Vulcan right here. So, and I have the enhancement module, so that's why I'm going to melting point. I want the melting point to level, so I can start making money off of it. But I think this is a big mistake. I should have just deployed 3 guys all around the map, or 4 deployments. And he puts the Vulcan here, which is very strange for me. Or it's a strange position, maybe he was afraid of the steel balls. And this round would have actually gone very well if I would position the melting point here. It would have killed the Vulcan and gained a lot of experience. Now it's just stuck on the fangs. So I gambled on the position. I didn't think he would put it here. I wonder if we would have killed it if it was here. But this round was a disaster. And he actually went the haste module and not the enhancement module. I think he had the level on the tanks. It's so crazy to me. I think he should have gone the enhancement. Leveled the sledges, sell the sledges and make a Vulcan. But maybe he was really afraid of the steel ball push. Like you kinda need items versus leveled steel balls. Maybe that's why he takes it. Like he was expecting me to go steel balls. And here I remember I will take the subsidized Arclight card. I never take it. I think it's a really bad card. But in this situation, we have the giants unlocked. We died to the chaff because we couldn't connect with the melter, and we have the deployment spec. So the stars kinda aligned for us with the subsidized Arclight card. This was another mistake. I don't know. I think the range is not good here. And this seems to be a very free tower with the Rhino. If we can protect this. So there's probably gonna be the Phoenix now here. So we need to protect this guy. So the crawlers aren't coming running here to distract the Rhino. Oh, I think I should have deployed fangs here. Maybe I didn't have it unlocked, I don't know. But he is not gonna deploy a Vulcan here this round, it makes 0 sense. And this is in this situation I'm thinking I just won the game because he committed more into the Phoenix. Like he has sledges, Vulcans and Phoenixes, and they all are hard countered by Fortress. And now I'm really regretting the range technology I bought for the melting points, because I want to get out of it. It leveled so we can sell it. But now in my mind the game is over. But I was in for an unexpected surprise, so I learned something this game. Here the rhino assault is kinda scary. And the deployment module is pretty good for me, for the rhino. We can move it around. Like, my plan here is to go Fortress. And if he starts selling the Phoenix, we can deploy the rhino on the undefended locations. And this round I remember I will pick the deployment module, yeah. And he will pick the rhino assault. And I'm defending my tower with the rhino. I'll put it here and I'll upgrade this tower. So this rhino is covering this at this position. And this tower is upgraded. Actually, maybe the teched melter prompted him to go more Phoenix and more tanks. So maybe the melter was like an okay mind game. So here I'm doing fortresses. And when you are doing anti-air fortress, you always need to go on the same side. Because you need multiple barrages to kill the Phoenix. Here's his attack and my tower is leveled. And look at this, his whole family is just dead. Like here in my mind, he can't do anything in this game. But there was a big surprise next turn. And the barrier is great because we are never taking barrier on the fortress. Like next is probably Fang summoning, then maybe punch. And never barrier. And we have a big economic advantage with the enhancement module. And here I'm covering some flanks, I believe. He doesn't have jump drive or anything. But he still might go Phoenix here. And right now I'm expecting him to go melting points. That's why I got the Fang summoning to tank for the forts. Like his Vulcans are in a bad position. He can't go like Vulcan melting point. I think he needs multiple melting points here. But this was crazy. He went for the war factory. And usually this is not a problem. The fortresses are very good against it. But here the anti-missile is actually interrupting my barrage. So the Phoenixes are not dead, and the Phoenixes are a big source of damage to the forts. So this caught me by surprise, but I wonder if this is working so well because my fortress were split. Like these two were here, these two were here. If I had four guys on the line, would it be better? Like, look at this, it's intercepted everything. So it was pretty scary. But we didn't die. Speed spec really good here. And here against the factories you just go ignite fangs and it's over. And here I kinda gambled. I remember I put 2 fortress here because I was expecting him to go war factory this side, because I flanked with this fort. Like, this is a scary position. There's a rhino coming from the flank. I think he will want to defend this. That's why I go the 2 fortress here. We get 3 kills on the phoenixes if there is no missile interception. But this is a terrible play if he actually places a war factory here. And I'm kinda gambling he doesn't do it. And this is also good that these vulcans are on the side. He cannot clear my fangs that are the threat to the war factory. And I'm expecting 1 summoning tech and 1 war factory somewhere around here. And now we have the ignite against the war factories. And here we get the free tower, and he did put the war factory here. Now the phoenixes die here. And then we get the tower. Fang shield would also be nice here, because his clear is really bad in the center. His vulcans are in the flanks. It's still kind of close, but we will win this round. And the fortress scale a lot better than the war factory in my opinion. Especially with the boost from the enhancement module economy, which he cannot use on war factories even if he had the enhancement module. And I'm afraid of the lightning storm this round, so I'm taking barrier on my fortresses. I would usually never do that otherwise. And actually I was also afraid of the fire on the vulcans, but I didn't even realize in the game that he didn't have it. So that was kind of surprising to me. And I'm expecting him to shield all of this, and I'm expecting him to not shield here. But still I'll put the storm here, because I think we might be able to break some shields with the storms and forts here, and then all the summons from the war factories are in the storm. That's my thinking. And I'm just hard committing here to get the tower. I think he sold 1 phoenix. And probably he didn't have the money, or he went range on the... I don't know if that is good, but the summons weren't good either. But he needed too much stuff here on the last turn. He needed to deal with the fangs, and he needed to protect this. Like, ideally he would need like 2 vulcans here and 2 factories here, but it's just too much money. Only thing he can afford is probably 1 factory. So that was it. That's one way to beat a Vulcan player, and the fortress is a big counter to the war factory, in my opinion. Like in all my games, it's just a free win if the enemy goes war factory. Just go fortress with Fang summoning and ignite. And they don't have money to deal with all the positions. Like, sure, they can go fire and stuff like that, but they actually need to clear all the fangs from all the positions, so it's really hard for them. Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content.